Howdy guys, I'm Jeep and Jason, and this time on AutoEdits we're going to be talking Jeep tops. Now some of you guys have noticed that I've been running the Bestop SuperTop Ultra on the Jeep here for a few weeks. Now there was a really good idea behind this. I was going to do my first sponsored video with those guys and feature the buy it installed. You click the button on the website and then a crew comes to your house and does your install for you. And I had this great idea where I was going to do an upgrade to the Mustang while a guy or crew was going to be doing the install on the Jeep right a few feet away in the driveway. And then of course the pandemic hit and that all came to a stop. So now we're kind of pivoting and the top came, it was sitting in a box and I just couldn't sit there and stare at it for much longer, so I did the install myself. So I went ahead, threw the thing on, and now I'm gonna run you through what I think of the thing now that I've had it for a few weeks, and I'm gonna compare it to the Trek top that I've been running before this. So I'm just now starting to really get an idea of some of the different features I appreciate in the different tops. And we're gonna do a fastback versus traditional squareback showdown here. Now I'm going to go through a bunch of the different features of the tops, but one of the things I kind of want to share in this video now, I have, since all of the bets are off on the original video, I get to just share my honest opinions on these things. And then, oh, life is great, right? Now I'm just starting to learn some of the things. I got overwhelmed when I went to the website originally to order my first Bestop soft top because I'm a hardtop guy. You guys, for the first several years I've had this thing, hardtop only, windows up mostly. So now I'm learning this next level of enjoyment by having my Jeep open, and exposing myself to the elements makes Jeeping so much more rewarding for me. And that's part of the learning process that you may go through, you may not. Now this is the SuperTop Ultra, which I have equipped here on the Jeep now. Now this is from the JL, so this is a trickle down type of technology for us JK owners. Now I'm sticking with the JK for a while. I have zero hate or resistance towards the JL or the Gladiator. It's just a cost thing. I have a lot of time dialing in my rig. I love my JK, so I'm sticking with it for a while. And a lot of us are like at that point of really just getting to know and having our JKs dialed in and being able to afford more things. So this is one of those things that I really like to being able to share with you guys my honest opinions on. By the end of this video, I'm gonna share with you what I've learned about the soft top so far. So this is gonna be a pretty cool one. Now, before I get to show you all the bells and whistles of this top and we take this thing up into the hills, let's swap in the core doors. I want to kind of show those things off again. The weather's perfect for all of that. And I have this cool storage system for them, and I'm going to just show how easy that swap out can go. Now, this thing is called the Haas cart system for the Bestop, and it has been an amazing. It's the only way I could have done it. Even though I have a lot of side yard and storage space, I have a tiny garage. So storing my hardtop in an easy way is difficult. So now I get to store my hardtop on the side yard on this cart that rolls, and it really makes this convenient, and I feel safe and nicer knowing that it's just kind of out of the way and being protected over here. And then you have this, and this is what will just transfer my core doors back to the Jeep. Pretty cool, right? All right, since this is a relatively new procedure for me, I think what I'm gonna do is take the core doors off first and then pull the stock doors and put them right on the cart. So let's start with the back door here. Now, I don't need to reinforce how you undo there's a little panel here. There is a great core door video I did, a YouTuber like I did, on how to do the actual core door swap. So it's pretty straightforward. Windows down. And we'll just take this door and, all right, so let's get this back one on since it is ready to rock and sitting right here. That's just simply boom, done. And then we'll just go on in, capture door release on the hook, and then we'll, wow, I haven't seen it with the Twill rears yet. That's cool. All right, driver's door, same drill. So then you just roll your junk back into the storage. All together, just like that. Now, Oh, I can tell already. That's way better. And then zipper that junk up. And we'll see you guys whenever. Maybe not, maybe we will. I like having options though. All right, let's get out of here. Okay, so for this section of the video, I'm gonna do kind of an in-motion demonstration of the different configurations of the Ultra Top here and kind of give a bit of a comparison to the Trek Top. Now, I'm starting to learn a little bit more about the 2 million options they offer on the site, and I got a little bit confused at first, but now I kind of have a basics. Trek Top is the fastback that I had, which, you know, here's the underlying thing: get the Twill. If you're going to get a soft top, get the Twill soft top. It's just the best feeling. It's just the best looking fabric in my opinion. And then on top of that, I'm curious to see what you guys feel. I was shocked and surprised at how many people didn't like the fastback, and I actually, because it just changed up the Jeep so much, I actually really liked the fastback look on this thing when I first installed that and had it on for the last year or so. But the silhouette of this top being a little bit more traditional and a little bit more old-fashioned, like my informal pole on my own street is all of my neighbors, like, and even people, the kids that don't even know any difference, like this one better. It just evokes a more traditional, old school vibe to it, yet still very modern. So this thing kind of is in the winners column in the versus fastback versus traditional notchback. This one's kind of taking the lead there. Even with those windows unzipped, the noise level and the driving comfort in this thing is really on par with the hardtop. It's actually quite a bit taller right here. So if you're a big person in your Jeep, this actually gives you a ton more room. I mean, there's probably 3 inches more space above this little sound bar thing. So life with this thing is really quite normal and nice. So that'll conclude our button-down version of the top. All right, for our next trick, it is Sunrider open, everything else still buttoned up. So that's just simply a matter of the 2 clasps here, and I gotta say, and this is one of the great things about my one contingency about doing this video, was that I get to be honest with you guys. So my thoughts are this: the Ultra Top has this mega Sunrider, whereas the Trek Top had the Sunrider that just went over the driver's compartment. Watch this. Now this top goes all the way, and hey Pinto, what do you think about that? Pinto's not so sure about this. But the one thing I don't like about this is that you have to get out. You can't operate it from the front seat. So now you have to actually get out of the seat to open that up. So let's go, let's drive. All right, so it's kind of obvious what the Sunrider offers. Serious radness. I honestly believe, after experiencing the Sunrider on my Trek Top, that every Jeep needs that. Every Jeep, you need that. Hard top, soft top, whatever, you need the Sunrider. I'm follically challenged, so being able to deploy and close that quickly is good for me, but I am now more and more appreciating the openness of this area right here. So I love that. I do think the look of the wider one like this is definitely better. Oh, we actually have to put it in 4-wheel drive for a second. So after being resistant and chalking up a win for the Trek Top on the smaller Sunrider over just the driver and passenger seats here, I definitely have come to appreciate this. Driving at highway speeds or faster with this configuration is actually a much nicer wind pattern in here. So I gotta say, sacrifice the quick deployment and closing from the driver's seat for overall better. I think it's better. This is actually really nice. I like it. And it looks better from the outside, I think. So configuration 2, Sunrider option. Woo, look, no hands. It's good. And now for my next trick, my favorite configuration of this thing so far, which is pretty much worth it all the way through. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna do it in safari mode, and that's just removing these 3 panels in the back, so it's all modular. So you have this panel, and the panel like this on the other side, and we'll just take those out with a series of zippers. We'll just slide this thing out. I think we should go ahead and pull all the windows out and everything. Slide it out. Pull your corners down. Like I say, this is my favorite. I really like the bikini style of the truck top until I really started to get to the look of this. Let me show you a few beauty shots. I'll get the doors, the uppers off on the core doors, stash them back here and show you what I'm talking about. All right, now that we got the Jeep pretty much naked, let me show you the organization. This is still a work in progress back here. I'm gonna actually email Lee at Bestop.com to ask them what they have for, you know, kind of like a storage thing. So I have the uppers for the core doors here, and then all of the panels all just behind this little blanket. Then I have a ratchet strap, or not a ratchet strap, just like a motorcycle tie-down strap holding it in place. And then I still have room for my gear and stuff. So let's go take this for a little drive and embrace and enjoy the poppy field that we're in here. I mean, how cool is this? It's really, really quite amazing up here. All right, let's go for a drive. All right, so right now I'm wishing I had a drone to get how awesome this is. Now, without the corridor, the uppers, this is insane. And then you add this to it, and then the looks, right? The safari-ish nature of the way this thing looks is beyond, you know, anything else. I think it is just so Jeep. It's just so Jeep. So, this is my favorite. I love this, and this is why. What do you think of this section? I gotta say, I've been converted to loving the full-length Sunrider. It's pretty cool. Boy, I tell you what. Look at this. Come on. So this is exactly what I mean about how opening up your Jeep really brings the elements in. Yes, you're gonna get dirty on a dusty trail. Yes, there's gonna change some things like that. And it's been an adjustment for me having to really have to clean my Jeep. Like, I'm gonna need some seat covers for the back there. So I'm gonna start exploring options for that because all these cloth seats are just getting hammered by all this dirt. I can't even clean it. And if you guys have watched my channel for a while, you know I like to clean stuff. But are you seeing this? I hope you get a vibe for what this experience is. Oh man. Now, even though we have one more configuration to show off, I'm really enjoying it just like this for now. I mean, really. Are you seeing what's around us right now? Even Pinto is digging this, and she does not like the four-wheel drive. Huh, city dog? All right, for the final trick that this thing does, let me show you full convertible. And you know, it's interesting. It's, am I gonna use this? I'm not sure. You know, look, so it opens up the whole thing, right? That's cool. And it has a neat look, but for me, personally, love the safari look. But there you go, that's the final iteration of this thing. Maybe we should take it up to the top of the hill for some beauty shots and we'll wrap this thing up. But there you go. That's how easy going full convertible is. I didn't even think to just remind you, Did you see that? It took me like 12 seconds to do that. So that is what the SuperTop Ultra's trademark characteristic is, full convertible. Now, obviously, this is what they call, in technical terms, when I was talking to Lee, the stack, the equipment stack, because of all of this stuff. Now, let me show you really quick how easy it is to put this back up. It's literally that to put it back up. So what do you guys think? I'm curious to hear if you guys are digging the convertible or this. This is our first time out with the top like this, so I think she's liking it. What do you think? I think so. You know, other than seeing the stack in the rear view, it really doesn't feel that much difference from the driver's seat than Safari mode. So, you know, it's cool. Here's where I think this is gonna be a big one. For families, for people that are, you know, like, not just beach dwellers, but people that are kind of between city and trails and stuff. For me, that stack is right in the way of where my camera gear is. So it's a little bit cumbersome for me in that respect, but otherwise, it's pretty cool looking. And it's such a great day out here. What do you think, Pinto? Pinto hates flies. Hate those flies. Get them. So here it is, my honest rundown or comparison between the two. So I now have experience with the hardtop, the Trek Top, and the Trek Top Twill. Remember, that is the only option I recommend. And then now the SuperTop Ultra. And man, that's tough. Love the Sunrider. That is a mandatory, must get that. Both of them have it. This one has the bigger one. Looks wise, boy, I thought I was all on board for the fastback Trek Top. And boy, after this, I have to say I'm nudged into SuperTop Ultra with the square back. And like, if you want to like delve deep, like, do I stack gear all the way up to that corner? No, but can I now? Yeah, so you know what? This one wins. 2 major thumbs up for the SuperTop Ultra. Can recommend, AutoEdits approved. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and leave you guys with it in Safari mode, which is my favorite mode. Pinto and I had a lot of hours worth of trails and sunlight left today, so we're gonna take advantage of that and get some dirt therapy. Hope you guys appreciated my versus the SuperTop Ultra and the Trek Top. I'm gonna say this edges it out, it wins. Look at this, and the corridors, I mean, come on. So I want to encourage you guys, get out when it's safe, enjoy, get some dirt therapy of your own. And until next time, thank you so much for watching. Enjoy your drive.